What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I know I missed the last two games, but welcome back to Recap Reactions. And what a game to come back to for me, especially. Jets win after struggling in those last two games against Montreal and Toronto. This East Coast trip did not start off very good. Things finally rebounded in Ottawa tonight. 5-1 victory for the Winnipeg Jets. This was a dominant performance where you see guys like Nikolai Ehlers becoming the highest scoring Danish player of all time in the NHL. Congratulations to you, Ehlers. Morrissey having a spectacular game. This game was exactly what the Jets needed, because if you look at Toronto's game, the last game we played, the Jets deserved to win that game. I'm going to say it right now. They played the better hockey game, in my opinion, the more complete game. What happened was they played a very good team in Toronto, and Toronto, as good teams do, know how to take advantage of opportunity. The Jets and Neil Pionk and Ville Heinola especially were giving away turnovers left, right, and center, and that's what cost them that game, as well as very good goaltending from Toronto's netkeeper. Tonight, you saw great goaltending from Connor Hellebuck, and you saw very good complete play and finishing off plays, unlike the last game in this Ottawa game, because you get Ehlers getting his fourth of the season on the power play, an absolute beautiful pass from Josh Morrissey for his 43rd assist already in this season. The man is on a mission. I know Erik Karlsson's got some more points, but look at the team Erik Karlsson's on. It's dog shit. There's a reason why they're funneling every play through him, because he's the only sensible player on that team that can really put the puck in the back of the net consistently, and you love to see it, right? Karlsson's an all-time great of this generation, and it sucked his last couple of years and blah, 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 but Josh Morrissey, you look at what he's doing for this team as a whole. There's no one in the league right now that has having the impact that Josh Morrissey is having for his team as a defenseman, in my opinion. Man has been insane. Continued that tonight. Just an absolutely insane performance. Josh Morrissey had one assist tonight, one just really, really good. But he could have had a lot more, and he was everywhere out there. The top six tonight was fantastic as well. You see Mark Scheifele getting his 27th and 28th goal. Blake Wheeler getting his 12th. Perfetti getting his 7th on the power play. Just a dominant performance all across. That first period was great. Really entertaining. The second period, all Jets with really good forward play, really good zone passing and neutral zone play, and it's just the Jets taking advantage of a team like the Ottawa Senators, who have struggled a little bit. You know, they're about a 500 team this year. Right now, they're 3 games behind on 500, but they are definitely improved, as we all knew they would be based on their moves in the offseason. So the Jets didn't underestimate them like they did the Habs in their first game on this road trip. They went in, they played good hockey. You got great goaltending from Connor Hellebuck. That Norris goal wasn't even that great of a goal to begin with, so it sucks that it went in, but he had a great night and rebounded well. You had Axel Johnson Fajalbi making absolutely insane passes up there tonight. He getting his 7th assist of the season, the primary assist on Mark Scheifele's 28th that came in the third period. This game just had so many good carry points from it that I hope to see them take into their next couple games, because these last two games really, really sucked for the Jets and their race right now to win the Central Division. They're currently 2 points back with 1 game in hand on the Dallas Stars. The record right now in the Central is 30-16-1 for the Winnipeg Jets with 47 games played, 61 points. The Dallas Stars have played 48 games played, 28 wins, 13 losses, 7 overtime losses for those 63 points. So the Jets are right in this race. They're back on the win column. They got 7-3 in their last 10 games. So those 2 losses in there definitely hurt. But where I think I see the Jets really rebounding, obviously Philadelphia has been playing hotter hockey as of late, but you got the Predators in there, you got Buffalo again, then the Flyers as well, the Blues, the Blackhawks, and the Kraken. So, you know, things are looking pretty good. Like, you looked, you know, and the Jets play tomorrow on a back-to-back against the Flyers, and that's going to be a very important win. They got to come out and they got to win that back-to-back, or at least get to overtime. When you play an East Coast team on back-to-backs, those points are crucial because they don't affect you in the standings as much because you're not in the race with those guys. So get these 2 points, these 4 points on back-to-backs would be huge. You play Tuesday in Nashville, swinging back over on into the Central Time Zone again. So I think the Jets are in a really good spot, because after they are done these next 2 games against the Flyers and the Predators, they're going to be back home playing the Sabres. They're going to be back home playing the Flyers, the Blues, the Blackhawks, and the Kraken. So, you know, it's going to be a tough stretch right now, but a win like this is very important, because you don't want to see the Jets being off a 3-game slide after this Canada trip, going down to play the Flyers, the Preds, and then the Sabres. You want the Jets to rebound, get a win like this, an important win like this, a 5-1 victory. That energy will carry over. It's going to be good for this team. Trade rumors are sparking up right now, so now is the time we really get to see where we're lacking, and I still think that a top 6 addition on the wing would be better than center, but I'm not opposed to a center. I also think that shuffling the defense around right now in the long run will be better, and I'm not talking about putting Ville Heinola in. I'm more or less talking about just adjusting the defense a little bit. I think you can get more out of guys if you move them around and kind of reshape that a bit, but again, I'm just a fan watching these guys struggle. I have not liked Neil Pionk the last few games. I'd say the last 5 games Neil Pionk has played some of his worst hockey I've seen in a Winnipeg Jets uniform. Turnovers left, right, and center. Like that Leafs game, that loss, in my opinion, falls almost solely on Neil Pionk's shoulders. He was terrible in that game, as well as in the Montreal game. He wasn't even very good in the Coyotes win back on Sunday, the January 15th. Just wasn't very good. He has been struggling, I would say, going back to the probably... I'd say, honestly, he struggled going back to that game on the 10th against the Red Wings, way back when now. That 7-5 victory that the Red Wings had over us in Detroit. That game really showed the problems the Jets have had, and I know they went on a little bit of a run thereafter, winning their next 3 games, but then they almost lose then they lose their next 2. I think that this win says a lot more than we realize. I know the Ottawa Senators are a bad team, and I'm not saying that the Jets are going to be back on winning a cup because of this win, but it's important to beat teams like this and not underestimate them like they did in that Habs game, like they did to that Detroit game. So it's nice to see them come in and do that. Obviously, that Leafs game sucks, but they got to win tomorrow. That Flyers game is going to be the ultimate test for me. They've done pretty well on back-to-backs this year, so get a point tomorrow. Keep things close because you're still right in this race. The Dallas Stars play their next game against the Buffalo Sabres on Monday, so you have a chance tomorrow to tie things up going into Monday where you don't play, and then if Buffalo wins, you win on Tuesday, you're right back up there. So the race is hot as hell still right now. The Jets are right in it. It just sucks that those last 2, bad games really, had to happen now, because if the Jets could have won them, it would have set things off better. But like I said, Ehlers playing the way he did tonight. This is 4th in the season already after coming back from injuries. The man's been absolutely insane. He had 3 points tonight, as well as Blake Wheeler, a 3-point night, as well as Mark Scheifele. So just Nikolai Ehlers just having himself a game. He has 16 points in 11 games right now, 4 goals, 12 assists. Guy is insane. Like, he is on pace to have a very good year after missing a lot of time, and you love to see it. Like I already said, the highest scoring Danish player of all time, 168 goals, 206 assists for 374 points in 489 NHL games, taken 9th overall way back when in 2014. So Nikolai Ehlers is an absolute legend. I just love this game. It was just a good game the Jets needed to win, and that makes me happy. I did not want to see them drop 3 in a row, especially to all 3 Eastern Canadian teams. No, thank you. So I'm very glad that didn't happen. At least winning one of them is nice to end on a high note. But yeah, glad they won this game. Lots of good carryover to take over into tomorrow's matchup against Philly. That's going to be an important one, like I said. Sucks those last 2 games had to go before they did the way they did, but tonight's a really good jumping off point for the rest of this little swing before going back home for that homestand. So pretty happy with this win. Really good performances all around from the top 6 in the defense. You love to see it. Hopefully they can continue bringing this effort, and we can get some good play from David Riddick tomorrow. So let me know what your favorite thoughts were from this game, who you think was the big standout, what's your favorite Nikolai Ehlers memory now that he is the all-time great from Denmark. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you're this first time checking out a video here, definitely follow me on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe, turn on notifications if you haven't already, and check out all the other affiliated links down in the description below. Have a great rest of your day. Go Jets go. Peace, love, and positivity as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one.